Good evening, dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. First, we take a quick look at the major headlines for this evening. Ambassador Johannes meets South Sudan's foreign minister. Financial contribution to augment national fund. Russia fires at targets in the Black Sea off the coast of Crimea. Magnitude 6.0 earthquake strikes Australia. In our domestic news, Mr. Johannes Mikhail, Eritrean ambassador to South Sudan, met and held talks with Mr. Mike Ike Deng, Minister of Foreign Affairs of South Sudan, on strengthening bilateral relations and regional issues of interest to the two countries. The two sides discussed on the significance of the implementation of the bilateral agreement and understandings reached by the two countries in developing bilateral relations and cooperation, indicating that the mutual understanding created between the two countries will have significant contribution in the realization of peace and stability in the region. Ambassador Johannes expressed readiness of Eritrea to that effect. Ambassador Johannes also indicated the initiative being taken by the Eritrean embassy and community in South Sudan to support the South Sudanese victims of natural calamities and conflicts. Commending the overall support by the people and government of Eritrea, Mr. Mike Ike Deng expressed conviction to work for the implementation of the agreement reached between Eritrea and South Sudan. The Eritrean community in Uganda contributed additional $100,000 to augment the national fund to curb the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, indicating that the community had previously contributed $227,137. The Eritrean embassy in Uganda said that the community members have so far contributed $327,137. It is to be noted that Eritrean nationals inside the country and abroad have been extending financial contribution to augment the national fund to control the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. Information obtained from agricultural experts and pastoralists indicate that number of elephants in the country is increasing. According to research conducted in 1997, elephants number that was 15 in the country in 1997 has currently increased to more than 200. The Forestry and Wildlife Authority indicate that 44,000 hectares of land has been reserved for elephants in the La'alagash subzone, and there are plans to construct microdams in the subzones of La'alagash and Gonyi with a view to alleviate the problem that may occur related to water supply. The Forestry and Wildlife Authority also calls on all concerned institutions and individuals to strengthen participation in the safety and development of the increase in number of elephants. It is to be recalled that in August 2019, Eritrea became 20th member of the Elephants Protection Initiative of Africa. That was our domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. Russia's Navy practiced firing at targets in the Black Sea off the coast of Crimea using its Bastion coastal missile defense system. Russia's defense ministry said today as Ukraine held joint military drills with the United States. The exercises in Ukraine involving U.S. and other NATO troops are set to run until October 1. They follow huge war games staged by neighboring Russia and Belarus earlier this month that alarmed the West. Russia's Black Sea Fleet practiced detecting and destroying sea targets with its Bastion system, an advanced mobile anti-ship and surface-to-surface defense system, the Defense Ministry said in a statement. Divisions were shown carrying out strikes with truck-mounted missiles in video footage released by the Defense Ministry. Crews fired from concealed positions and used drones to track a simulated enemy of a group of ships. Defense Ministry Sergei Shoigu has said the Bastion system can hit sea targets at a distance of 350 kilometers and land targets at a distance of 450 kilometers. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison said there have been no reports of serious injuries so far after a magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck near Melbourne yesterday, September 22. The earthquake is reportedly one of the country's biggest on record, causing damage to buildings in the country's second largest city and sending tremors throughout neighbouring states. The quake's epicenter was near the rural town of Mansfield in the state of Victoria, about 200 kilometers northeast of Melbourne, and was at a depth of 10 kilometers. An aftershock was rated 4.0. Quakes are reportedly unusual in Australia's populated eastern states due to its position in the middle of the Indo-Australian tectonic plate, according to Geoscience Australia. Yesterday's quake measured higher than the country's deadliest tremor, 5.6 in Newcastle in 1989, which resulted in 13 deaths. Dear viewers, a recap of today's headlines. Ambassador Johannes meets with South Sudan's foreign minister. Financial contribution to augment National Fund. Russia fires at targets in Black Sea off the coast of Crimea. Magnitude 6.0 earthquake strikes Australia. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.